If you are visiting Portugal, you should consider a few days to even a week to see Madeira. You can get some great inexpensive flights from Portugal to the island. Here are some wonderful things to see and do on the island. A great place to stay is in the city of Funchal. It's the largest city in Madeira. It's centrally located to everything. Situated on the southwest coast of Madeira is Ponta do Sol. There is a great place to walk and view this section of the island. Not far from Funchal is a small fishing village called Câmara de Lobos. Câmara de Lobos became popular when Winston Churchill visited. Keith had his first Madeiran pancha there at one of the harbor bars. A pancha is made with aguardente rum, honey, sugar, and many different kinds of fruit. However, the most popular is fisherman's made with lemons and traditional made with oranges. On the north coast of Madeira is a small chapel with gorgeous views. This is Nossa Senhora de Fátima Chapel. Next, we recommend a visit to Sal Cristóvão restaurant and bar. The food is fresh and tasty, especially the fish. But the views make this a must visit. This is Zona Velha, or Funchal's Old Town. It is full of small alleyways filled with tempting restaurants and shops. Above all, you don't want to miss a stroll down Santa Maria to see the painted doors. All the doors on this street have been turned into works of art. Also worth a walk through is the farmers market adjacent the old town. Funchal has a charming central park called Santa Catarina Park. It's worth a stroll through. This pastel pink house is the home of the President of Madeira. He also has an apartment in another part of town. If you are a wine lover, then we recommend a visit to Loja dos Vinhos, a local wine bar. Here you can drink wine from all over Portugal and especially do a Madeiran wine tasting. A must-visit site is Christ the Redeemer statue, similar to the one in Brazil. Christ the Redeemer, or the Sacred Heart statue, is an Art Deco statue of Jesus. Non-Catholics were thrown from this cliff at burial time because only Catholics could be buried in Madeira. As time went on, things changed, and this statue was built in remembrance of the area's history. Interestingly, this statue was completed 4 years before the Christ the Redeemer in Brazil. The early Portuguese settlers of Madeira built small triangular homes with thatched roofs. You can visit some of these early homes in the northeast part of Madeira at the cultural site called Casa Típicas de Santana, or Houses Typical of Santana. There are also some shops where typical Madeira items are made and sold. Next, located in Faial, is the Guindaste Viewpoint. Here the views of the northeast coast of Madeira are breathtaking. You can view the pebble beaches, the Atlantic Ocean, and some daunting cliffs. Something else that's a unique experience is to take a ride on the Teleférico. It's a great way to get to the Monte Palace Tropical Gardens. You will also get an amazing view of Funchal and its coastline. As you exit the Teleferico, there's a small cafe. We stopped at the cafe for coffee and snacks. Monte Palace Tropical Gardens has a huge, beautiful selection of tropical plants from all over the world. There are also ducks, swans, peacocks, flamingos, and more. There is a collection of Zimbabwean sculpture, plus a very, very large collection of minerals. Probably the #1 attraction on the island is the Monte Toboggan Run. It dates back to the 1850s. Two men called caraneros, dressed in white and straw hats with special rubber-soled, and I mean tire rubber-soled, shoes, will take you on your adventure. They steer and brake the toboggan. The trip goes down a curvy road and it takes about 10 minutes. It reaches a speed of 30 miles per hour. All the foodies out there will want to try a Francesina in Madeira. For one of the best, we recommend the restaurant Viana. A Francesina is a large sandwich made with ham, sausage, or roast beef, covered with melted cheese and a special tomato beer sauce. Sometimes this is served over French fries. Next, you will want to visit the glass-bottom skywalk in the town of Camara de Lobos, called Cabo Giro Skywalk. Here you can view the south coast of Madeira. Another place worth visiting is Miradora Ilha do Cerrado. This viewpoint is the overlook for what is called Nuns Valley. Here you will have mountain views along with valley views and see numerous wildflowers. An easy way to get around Madeira is on a Vespa. Our friends own two, so Keith took one out for a spin. Lastly, you will not want to miss seeing and possibly hiking the Lavadas of Madeira. They are a UNESCO Heritage Site. Lavadas are a water transport system that covers public and private land. The Lavadas are also hiking paths through nature and agricultural landscapes. These are the natural lava pools in Porto Muniz. Porto Muniz is on the northwest tip of Madeira. Madeira may be known for its breathtaking landscapes and legendary wine, but the food in Madeira will be a grand experience too. A Portugal favorite pastry is the pastel de nata, which was created by monks over 300 years ago. It's an egg custard tart dusted with cinnamon. This is a Madeiran sausage made of pork, garlic, wine, and spices, similar to chorizo. Madeiran bread is something you simply must try. It is called bolo do caca. It is a circular flatbread covered in garlic butter. The best ones will have fresh minced garlic on them. Madeira has a huge coffee culture. There will be coffee houses and cafes everywhere you look. There are two sort of favorites among the Madeirans. The first is a bica, similar to an espresso shot, but smaller. And then there's the chinesa, similar to a cappuccino, so it's half coffee, half milk. Scabbard fish is one of the most popular fishes in Madeira. It is a white Atlantic fish with a subtle taste, no fishiness. I had it several times, but this one was by far the best. It was almond crusted. These last 3 dishes were from the Window to Asia restaurant, where they take inspiration from Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, China, and Indonesia. Have the cauliflower appetizer. Our whole group loved it. Lastly, taste some rum while in Madeira. There are places that give away free tastings. Portugal has great wines, and you'll be happy with the price, even in a restaurant. Even better than great food and great wine is getting together with old friends and making new ones.